Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and I really hope you enjoy this video. A non-scale victory. This is really small, but I've been getting frustrated with my weight loss recently, so it still helps. Yesterday, I had to go into town and I missed my bus. The next one would have been 10 minutes later, and it was a beautiful day. So I was like, no way I'm sitting on this bench for 10 minutes when I can literally be there in 10 minutes if I walk. So I started walking, and as I was walking, I realized that until maybe 1 year ago, I would have just sat on that bench for 30 minutes to avoid 10 minutes of walking. And now that I'm a bit lighter and a bit stronger, I actually enjoy walking. It's a stupid thing maybe, but there you go. I wanted to share this because the subreddits encouraged me a lot. I feel like all the exercise routines in the world cannot compare with simply dropping 10 or 20 pounds of excess weight in terms of improving movement and speed. Even if I can't see my weight loss, I will always notice that. Not sure if it only happens with the initial drop, or if it gets better after that, or if I just adapt and don't notice the boost anymore. It happened to me today. I went out for a walk. I've lost a lot of weight with no exercise, since finally spring is here in Canada. And I said to myself, I'll walk 15 minutes at least to start, it's time. I ended up walking for an hour and a half while talking to my mom on the phone. It's so easy now. I didn't get tired and nothing hurts. Kind of like floating. I don't think that this is stupid at all. I actually think it's a really important message, especially for someone who has a large amount of weight to lose. Even if you have a lot to lose, losing even some weight will improve your quality of life. A while ago, doing that 10-minute walk would probably have been very uncomfortable, but now you're comfortable enough to do it. Even if you never lost another pound, your life is better than it was before. It's easier to become overwhelmed by the idea that things won't get better until we reach our goal weight, but the benefits start much earlier than that. Congrats on your non-scale victory. Here's a different kind of victory. I was really tired at 7:30 p.m. last night, and so I went to bed. I woke up at 11 p.m., and I was wide awake. Decided to go downstairs so I wouldn't wake my husband, and on the way down, I thought, I'm a little hungry. I started thinking about some cheese enchiladas I had made and that were in the refrigerator, and I wanted some. I thought to myself that I didn't need to eat this late, but I went into the kitchen, got them out, and ate 2 bites, and put them back up. I got the flavor I wanted in 2 bites and didn't need any more. I've been trying to do this lately with snacks, but never 2 bites. All my life, I've never been satisfied with just 2 bites. It felt like a victory. Overcoming fast food addiction. Hey guys, I don't post here often. Here's a little about my background. I've been addicted to fast food like Taco Bell and Whataburger for about 6 years now. I had food problems before then, but this was the most substantial. This addiction has caused me to rack up about 10K in credit card debt. I wish I was kidding. And I've also gained about 100 pounds. I'm so beyond over this lifestyle. Anyways, my non-scale victory for today was that I got paid and I didn't get fast food. Like, my normal rationale is that I got paid so I should treat myself, which turns into treating myself like every day. I did spend some money, but it was on things that I actually needed around the house and healthy food. For the first time, I feel like I can actually do this. That's awesome, go you. I am also massively addicted to Mexican takeout and McDonald's. What really helps is I taught myself how to make healthy versions of it at home. I make my own Mexican beef bowls and healthy chicken burgers, super tasty and a fraction of the calories, and no nasty additives. Eating healthy doesn't have to be bland and boring. Best of luck to you. Have you tried ground turkey instead of beef? I'm Mexican myself, so you can imagine how hard it is to get away from Mexican food. I love the soup we make that you can put ground beef and potatoes in. One of my healthy conscious aunts made the soup once with ground turkey, and OMG, it was so good. I make it all the time now. I've even made ground turkey tacos, which taste even better. I also use it in bowls. I use 99% ground turkey breast. It's the leanest, healthiest, and tastiest out of all the percents available. Congratulations, I hope you're able to continue refraining from overspending on fast food. Those foods are literally developed to keep people hooked. I was struggling quite a bit with the restaurant takeouts myself during the early part of the pandemic. Lately, I have found that cooking with help of a meal subscription helped me mix things up. The meals feel fancy, but I'm able to keep the calories within my range because I cook them myself. Good luck on your journey. Fast food is addicting, as most of us know, but I've noticed real-life effects of this. When I eat fast food, I start wanting it more and more. Sometimes it even becomes a weekly habit, which is very unlike me. But when I go long stretches without it, it sounds gross and unappealing. All that to say, if you can hold out for a couple of weeks, you can break that addiction. It's kind of like smoking cigarettes, really. It just takes willpower in the beginning, and then the appeal starts to disappear, and you'll find it easier and easier to resist. Keep going. Exactly. This food is a literal addiction, and we have to recognize it for what it is. It's not just food stop eating. It's a formidable foe designed to get you hooked. 100% agree with this. I haven't had it in 6 months or so because I know once I start, I'm not able to stop. I think it's truly dangerous. This is a response to the question about how I did it. It's kind of a weird take, but I've actually started transitioning to a more minimalistic lifestyle, and I've noticed that consuming fast food doesn't really align with that. It definitely doesn't bring any value to my life, so I'm basically getting rid of both things and habits that don't bring me value. Also, realizing the harmful effect it has on the environment was an eye-opener as well. So not only am I hurting my physical body by making that choice, but I'm affecting current and future generations. And no more 3 at the beginning of the number on the scale. I'm a 25-year-old woman on this journey for 9 months, and I hit a huge milestone today. My friends and family know that I'm losing weight, but I don't share the actual numbers with many people, so I need to share this news somewhere. I tipped the scale last June at 340 pounds. Before that, the last time I'd weighed in was January 2019 at 280. I knew I'd gained quite a bit in that year and a half due to untreated mental illness and emotional eating, but seeing that 3 on the scale shocked me into change. I set a goal. I'd lose those 60 pounds by June 2021, and then go from there. A realistic goal. I'm getting there by getting 15,000 steps minimum a day in, longer walks with the dog, getting off the bus at an earlier stop to walk home, running errands on foot. I was able to do regular home workouts over quarantine, but if I'm being honest, I haven't worked out since January. But I bought a cheap $30 fitness tracker and make sure I move my body every day. And no guilt or shame if I don't put on a sports bra and go for a run, as long as I find the time to walk enough. As far as food goes, calories in, calories out. I don't mindlessly snack. This was hard. To make sure I get enough water and don't overload on sugar, I use those caffeinated flavor packets for water instead of energy drinks and coffee. I have a small breakfast, usually a boiled egg and an apple, a big salad with some tuna for lunch every day, and I make sure to pack calorie-counted snacks like almonds and fruit for if I get hungry in between lunch and dinner. Now, I don't overthink dinner or even count the calories in my dinners usually. It just makes sure I'm having a reasonable sized portion, and then I eat slowly and listen to my body when I'm full. I try not to order takeout, but when I do, I'll usually order something I can split in half and save for tomorrow. I stopped drinking beer entirely, and stopped eating the donuts, cookies, and candy my coworkers always bring in. There have been so many ups and downs. I've learned so much about my body and my brain. I've learned how to eat efficiently without feeling like crap, and how much food my body actually needs compared to how much I used to eat. I've gone weeks between workouts at times, had some pretty serious binges, and went through med changes that messed me up. I gained 10 pounds in November and lost 15 in December. I hit 310 pounds on January 1st, and I've been wrestling with that last 10 pounds since then. I haven't fallen out of a calorie deficit and not moved my body very much. I started this month back at 310 pounds, and today, after 2 solid weeks of responsible choices, I did it. 299. I haven't seen that 2 in 2 years. I've still got 20 to go before June, but I'm doing it. I tried on a pair of jeans I haven't fit in since summer of 2019, and they look so good on me, like they're actually comfortable. I couldn't even close them with the hair tie last May. I'm wearing them right now, and I feel so freaking good about myself. 2021 has hit me pretty hard so far. I had a sister taken into inpatient psych, a COVID scare at work. My 6-year relationship is slowly falling apart, and a bunch of medical and mental health roadblocks. I needed this win so bad. It's proof that my hard work and dedication to myself is paying off. And 9 months ago, when I saw that dreaded 3, I wrote this in my journal. I don't have to hate myself to lose weight. I can love myself into a better life. I'm so glad it's true. And that brings us to the end of the video, Narwhals. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tap subscribe to join our awesome community, the Narwhals, and for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. And here's our featured Narwhal of the day. I'm feeling like myself after making this.